So we are on relationship between permutation and combination. There is one formula that is very, very important. The formula relates permutation to combination. So you know that n combination r is always n factorial over n minus r factorial times r factorial. You know that this can be written as n factorial n minus r factorial times 1 over r factorial. Yes, and we can still see that this, remember, this permutation, so we can write this as n permutation r times 1 over r factorial. So which implies that n permutation r over n combination r is always equal to r factorial. Yes, as you can see. So if you move this to this side, so that's it. It's a very important formula. Example, if someone asks you if 9 permutation r over 9 combination r is 120, we are asked to find r without wasting time. This 9 permutation r over 9 combination r is always equal to r factorial from this formula, because n what is here is here, what is here is here, that's it. N is 9, so, and they told us is 120, and we know that 120 is 5 factorial, so our answer r is 5. So the formula makes us to solve this very, very fast. So let's see another. So we're on some important permutation formula. There are 3 formulas that will help us to solve some permutation problems fast. So there is one formula, you know that n permutation 0, let's start 0. So this is n factorial over n minus 0 factorial, and this is n minus 0 is n, so this is 1. So this is very, very important. n permutation 0 is one example. 5 permutation 0 is 1. 6 permutation 0 is also 6 permutation 0 is also 1. So it mattered n is always 1. So this is the first one. This is very, very important. So the second one, n permutation 1 is n factorial over n minus 1 factorial. And we know we can write n factorial as n times n minus 1 factorial over n minus 1 factorial, which is n. So example, if you have like 5 permutation 1 is equal to, you don't need to waste your time, the answer is 5. If you have 6 permutation 1, the answer is 6, because n is 6. So this is another important formula. Again, the last one, if n, let's find n permutation n, so which is n factorial over n minus n factorial. So this happens to be n minus n is 0, so 0 factorial, and we know that 0 factorial is 1, so we have n factorial. Say example, if you have 6 permutation 6, the answer is 6 factorial, which is 720. So that's it. If you have 5 permutation 5, the answer is 5 factorial, which is 120. So that's these are the 3 important formulas for permutation. Let's go over to combination. So that same way, let's get for combination. So we start with n combination 0, which is n factorial over n minus 0 factorial 0 factorial. So this is n factorial over n minus 0 is n factorial 0 factorial. We know this is 1, and 0 factorial, this is gone, this is 1, so 0 factorial is 1, so the answer is 1. So example, if someone asks you 7 combination 0, the answer is 1. or if you are asked 9 combination 0, the answer is also 1. So that's the first one. The second one, n combination 1, is n factorial over n minus 1 factorial 1 factorial. So which is n factorial over n minus 1 factorial. You know 1 factorial is 1. So we have, and we can write n factorial as n times n minus 1 factorial over n minus 1 factorial. And what is common? This. So we have n. So example, if someone asks you 8 combination 1, the answer is 8. So we done, or 9 combination 1, the answer is 9. So finally, for the last one, n combination n. Okay, this is second to the last. We have 4 in combination, so we have, and that's n factorial. We have n factorial over n minus n factorial n factorial, and this is n factorial gone, n factorial gone. So we have 1 over n minus n is 0, so 0 factorial. We know that 0 factorial is 1, so what we have is 1. So example, if someone asks you 9 combination 9 is 1, or if you have 10 combination 10, it's also 1. And finally, the last one, n combination r, is the same thing as n combination n minus r. Yes, it's correct. Example, 5 combination 2 is it the same thing as 5 combination 5 minus 2 is 3, or maybe 6 combination 2 is the same thing as 6 combination 4. 6 minus 2 is 4. So these are the 4 important formula for combination. So let's now solve real exam questions with all the stuff we've learned. Thank you.